Do you have like judo training?
Yes, judo, jiu-jitsu.
You got a good back paw.
Yeah, I trained in San Jose with the San Jose judo team.
Oh, did you?
Long time ago. Really, then I was a young man. So
Cool.
I retained some of that.
Yeah.
Oh, San Jose Judo! San Jose!
Behind every gym, there's a story, a mission, a spark of passion that started it all. This is Gymdesk Originals. Real owners, real struggles, and the communities they built from the ground up.
Ohayo gozaimasu, Nihon. Good morning, Tokyo. Going to go visit another customer. Great day today. Very excited. Arigato. All right, here we are in Tokyo. We got Alex show, and we're going over to a customer site. And today you're gonna try jiu-jitsu, maybe, yeah? Hopefully. All right. And you're in engineering, doing some development work for us.
Yes, I work in the engineering team, doing Gymdesk.
How about yourself?
Customer support.
All right. And what's your name again?
Show.
And you're originally from?
Los Angeles.
All right. Well, we're here in Japan. Let's go check out Alma Fight Club. Alex versus Alex.
Oh, San Jose Judo! San Jose!
Sitting here with Grant Bogdanove.
Perfect.
Not bad. In Tokyo. Just had a great class. Thank you for having us. We're grateful to you for not only hosting us, but being one of our long-term customers. You've been with us for quite a while now.
I've been with you guys since I opened this gym, which was about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much for trusting us. Love to know more about you. You grew up in the States.
Yes. So I was born in Ithaca, New York. My dad was a grad student at the time. He got a job at Iowa State University. So I was raised in Iowa. When I was like 17, he moved back to Cornell in Ithaca, and I went to school at University of Iowa. That's where I was doing judo as kind of a hobby. Like I had done judo since about 6 years old, like on and off. And I started a little bit of jiu-jitsu to help with the ground game in judo. And then one thing led to another, and I started to get more and more into jiu-jitsu. I came to Japan. I'm sure we'll get into more detail later, but I opened up a gym eventually, a jiu-jitsu gym here in Tokyo.
Yeah. So 6 years old, judo. How'd that happen?
Yeah, the long story is I'm half Japanese. My mom's from Okazaki, Aichi. It's famous for being the city where the person who unified Japan was born. His name was Tokugawa Ieyasu. Anyway, I'm not sure why we ended up doing judo as kids. It might have been one of those things like we're living in Iowa, you know, they want to kind of connect us to Japanese culture a little bit.
Yeah.
And my dad did wrestling, so maybe the grappling was kind of in the family. I don't know. My brother started judo, and then I used to do whatever he did, my older brother, so I started judo as well. In junior high, that turned into wrestling. I did wrestling in junior high and high school. In college, I wanted to grapple, you know, so I started going to the judo club at University of Iowa. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I started to go to the University of Iowa BJJ club as well, like every once in a while. It was in my senior year of college that I actually joined the club and started to compete in both judo and jiu-jitsu, like regularly. I did that for about a year. And at the end of college, I ended up getting my black belt in judo and blue belt in jiu-jitsu at around the same time. I wanted to live here. We had visited Japan a lot as kids, but I wanted to live here and experience sort of my mom's culture, you know, that heritage of mine. It was supposed to be 1 or 2 years. then move back to America and start getting a life, like start getting a real job.
Yeah.
Japan can be like a dream world for a lot of foreigners. Like you come here, you don't have to worry about friends or family or any obligations. You just hear like everyone saying like, "Oh my gosh, you're so handsome! Like you're a foreigner! Like oh wow, and people treat you so good and so special here, and it's easy to make money, and you don't have to like buckle down.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to go back home and buckle down, but I just stayed here doing like odd English teaching jobs.
Yeah.
And working on my jiu-jitsu and competing, starting some private lessons, like starting teaching once a week, then getting a job teaching more jiu-jitsu, like maybe 80% of the time jiu-jitsu. And then when I was able to open up the gym, that was 3.5 years ago. And now here we are. I've been with Gymdesk the whole time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you came and you're like, I'm going to test this out for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you were in love with the life here.
Yeah.
And you just decided, you know what, this is the life I'm going to have. I'm going to commit to, Japan. And
Yeah, I mean, I was floundering. Like, what should I do with my life? I'm teaching English and like doing a lot of jujitsu, but am I really making career moves? I'm going to be 25, 26 when I go back to America with no real job experience, nothing to put on my resume except English teacher, which is basically a glorified extension of college. So it was like the gym kind of just happened naturally.
Yeah.
And then when the gym happened, then I started to realize that like, yeah, I'm probably going to be here for the long term. I didn't really make a conscious decision. I wasn't really thinking things through so much.
Yeah.
Just one thing led to another. But now I'm married. I have a daughter and another one on the way.
oh,
So
congrats.
thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be here for like, at least 20 years probably.
Yeah. That's awesome. Before Japan, you would consider yourself American, I suppose, right?
Yes.
Grew up in the U.S. You come here and you have a tie to the culture because of your mom.
Yeah.
But it's a different culture. So how is it to build a business here? Like when you started at the gym and just all the incorporations and elements of that?
It's not that hard. I obviously don't have anything to compare it to. Like I haven't tried to do it back in the States or anything, but it's quite easy. The hardest thing is like getting customers and keeping customers. So like getting students is very hard, and then like getting your students to stay is very hard. But all of the paperwork, Japan's kind of infamous for like a lot of bureaucracy, like all this like paperwork and stuff you have to do. It's not that bad. It just takes some time to study and like consult with people. There's really cheap places you can go to that'll help you out. There's places you can go to for free that'll help you out with all the paperwork. That is not the hard part. Yeah. Anyone like okay, but I'm sorry. You have to speak Japanese and like be able to read Japanese, like for sure. Yeah, that's one thing. That's a must if you want to do it in Japan.
Before, did you get that from your mom and you had a little bit of that, or did you have to really learn it when you were here?
No, I had a huge leg up from being half Japanese. It's not like we were speaking Japanese at home. Like, in fact, our parents planned to live in Japan, like long term. So while we were in our early years in America, they were really trying to drill English into us because they thought that when we moved back to Japan, we'd forget English.
Oh.
But we ended up staying in America. So we didn't have like much or any Japanese when we were kids. But we came back during summer breaks frequently, like kind of picked it up every summer with our cousins. We would hear our mom on the phone with her sisters and her mom. When you hear it, like you acquire the pronunciation. So my pronunciation is pretty good, but I got my vocabulary and grammar and like things that you need for business in college. I studied Japanese in college and then living here as well.
Got it. So, and your father? Your father is...
Yeah, he's white, European descent. He was so like my generation of English teachers. We came to Japan because, well, I say we, this is not my case. My case is a little different, but most of my generation loves anime.
Yeah.
So manga, anime, all that stuff. It's my dad's generation, it was like 30 years before. They came to Japan because of the bubble economy. Like they're interested in Japan as a world power. Like it was a little bit of a different breed. Like those guys, they were like OGs. I don't know. It's not like one generation is better than the other. But So my dad came for that reason, like to check out Japan. He had some experience with studying abroad in Japan before, and like a host family experience in Japan. But he came here, taught English. At the time, it was corporate English teaching, so like good money, bubble economy. My mom was the one who interviewed him, and they like got to know each other through work.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Apparently, he was the only one who wore a suit to the interview, so he was like the only one who she passed. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So that's how they met,
Yeah.
right? Cool. You mentioned anime. Are you
Yeah.
an anime fan?
Look, if you don't know anime, then I think I know a lot more than you. But if you like know anime, we got some kids from like Temple University, which is close to this gym, Americans studying abroad, right, that are in the gym. I can't keep up with these guys. Like they make a lot of references. So for me, it's like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece, and Full Metal Alchemist. These are like the titles I know like well, but all the new stuff, like I haven't kept up with.
So I mean, as a kid,
Yeah.
I was telling the story earlier to the guys from work here. I have a few team members who are here in Japan.
Yeah.
And I mentioned, are you guys into anime? And I said, I'm really into Robotech. You ever hear of Robotech?
No.
Yeah, that's
a good one.
That's how old
All right.
man. 'Cause I'm pushing 50, man.
Oh, it's old.
Yeah.
It's
So
older.
I'm almost 50, but when I was a kid in the 80s,
Yeah.
it came on. This is when they had like G.I. Joe, He-Man, all that. And I was telling the guys that in G.I. Joe, you have a helicopter get shot with a missile, blows up. And then after the explosion, guys are parachuting out. I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, come on, man. You know,
Yeah.
or a tank gets blown up and it's on fire and the guys jump out.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not realistic. But Robotech comes on. And as a kid, you're watching these, airplanes, jet fighters, the Veritech fighters that get shot up by aliens and the guys inside die. And it's like, oh, you trust us enough to like show us, what it'd be like. There's something I couldn't articulate, but I was drawn to it. I watched the whole series. Have you heard of Macross?
No, I don't know.
All right, see, this is old, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
But I loved that show. And then later on, I got into Akira.
Yes, of course.
Akira,
Classic, yes.
right?
Yeah.
Matrix,
Yep.
and all that. But big fan. And I accidentally stumbled on the Gundam, that giant thing that y'all have here. It's like 7 stories.
Yeah. It's in Odaiba.
Yes.
Wait, no. There's a smaller one in Odaiba. The big one's in Yokohama. Like the big, like 7 stories.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah, I don't know where I was going, but I'm like, I went there. My son just got into watching that, and I took a video for him, and he's like super excited.
Yeah, that was cool. I went and saw that. That was even at like 30 years old. I saw that. I was like,
yeah. It's amazing. It's like, gosh, this thing is huge. So you judo, jiu-jitsu, and you just started doing MMA.
I retired.
Okay.
Yeah, I did MMA from like midway of 2021 to midway of 2022. That was during COVID. And a lot of the tournaments that I was used to competing in, like IBJJF and like AJP and things like that, they weren't coming to Japan. So what was available in Japan was like, there were shows like Ryzen and Quintet. I don't know if you heard of Quintet. It's that 5-on-5 grappling match.
Oh, I didn't know what it was called, but I had heard of that.
By Kazushi Sakuraba. So I was able to get on Quintet and Ryzen because they couldn't import foreigners. So they needed like foreigners to kind of like do like foreigner versus Japanese and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into MMA. But I retired, concerns about brain damage and like, I wasn't making enough for it to be worth it. Yeah. You can make money in it if you are really good at building your brand and kind of like putting yourself out there. It's not about how good a fighter you are. You just need to be like minimally good. There's guys who lose every time making like 100 to 200K a fight, but because they can sell tickets, right?
Yeah.
So I was making like a couple thousand per fight. And I did it because it was fun and it was like a dream for me, but it wasn't going to be a long-term career. So I had the gym at the time as well.
Yeah.
We had just opened the gym. Like I fought professionally for the first time, then opened the gym, and then did like 2 more fights within 1 year of opening the gym. Looking back on it now, I can't believe I did that because we didn't have any other employees here. I was teaching like morning and night every day and training and cutting weight. And like, it was a time.
How do you make that transition? You're going from coach to competitor, and then you're also business owner. You have all those. How was that?
You deplete yourself.
Yeah.
Like your body, like physically. You're drained every day. And also you have to like start depleting other things. Like if the fight camp is getting in full swing, then maybe you won't be putting as much energy into the classes. right? But you need to give your students that energy. They come here after a long day of work or after some stressful thing happened in their life. They come here to de-stress and have fun and get energy, right? So if I'm all like face sunken in, dehydrated, like, you know, it ain't good for business. So,
Yeah.
so that was another thing I realized. And it was tough for like 1 or 2 years after retiring. Like I would still go to these shows to corner guys or to help out with commentary or translate, like, and look at some of these guys and be like, yo, I could get in there and I could do these guys in, you know? But that urge has kind of like finally faded from me. But it was tough to give that up. There's another outlet right now, like jiu-jitsu and grappling.
Mhm.
It's kind of, it's similar. It's good enough to like satiate that desire that I have to compete. But I'll tell you, nothing compares to MMA in terms of like having a child and stuff. I would say it's like sipping red wine. It's nice and relaxing and you want to do it every night. Like it's just amazing, right? But MMA, it's like shots of tequila. Like it's awesome for a little bit, but you don't want to do that for a long time. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's how I would kind of like make a metaphor about it.
Yeah, because you basically you have so many different moves. You know, I've never done that, but I mean, I've done taekwondo, I've done judo, not certainly not belted or anything, but enough judo and jujitsu. And when you think about all the different places you can go, if you can unleash all of those, and then you also have so that's probably like your mind is just
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Um, and when you're in the competition and you're doing MMA, having all the different backgrounds, it's just like if someone's far away, I go back to like taekwondo. Like I want to nail a side kick because it feels like it's like my jab, right? Like how do you think when you're in an MMA situation?
For me, I was just always trying to do one thing, and it was grapple the guy.
Okay.
So it was to get close enough to grapple them.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't take him down, I was able to take everyone down that I fought and finish them. But the plan for if I wasn't able to do that, which is like realistic in MMA, you can't take guys down sometimes, would have been to like clinch them and then pull guard. That would have been plan B. Just like anything to get it to a chance where I could submit them or like sweep them and get on top and start punching them. And then if I couldn't even pull guard, like if they wouldn't even let me clinch him, then the plan was to brawl.
Okay.
Yeah, just try to knock them out, like using my limited striking.
Yeah.
But it never got past plan A, so that's good.
Oh, good for you, man. Well, glad you took care of the brain because there's some. I'm sure you heard the story about the former fighter in Hawaii who's.
Oh, God bless. BJ Penn. Yeah.
Sad. Yeah. And who knows what is causing it, but I read that and I was like, dang, what a bummer, man. He was one of the guys that he had, Gumby legs and all that. He was great. I used to love watching him.
Yeah.
It's sad to see that. What inspired you to open up your own gym? I mean, obviously you've had all this experience where you're like, I'm going to do it. Like, here's what I want to get out of it.
I had a really good job in Tokyo. And then the time came to part ways. I looked at my other options. Like it was either to go to some other gym and like become a jiu-jitsu teacher there. Mm-hmm. But most of those options would have been a decrease in pay. And that's not something that like I was eager to do. So basically I had this great job and I thought that there was no way I was ever going to get another job that good. Like when it came time to part ways. So the only thing I could do to move up, like in my personal opinion, was to open a gym. Like that was the only logical choice. I wasn't going to step down, like take a step down at a different job. So I opened this gym and it was always part of the plan to open a gym. My plan was to work like a little longer and try to like learn some more things and develop some more connections before opening my own gym. But like one thing led to another and I ended up opening this place when I was 26, which was a little earlier than I intended. But like it has gone well for me. Not like crazy well. I mean, jiu-jitsu, especially in Japan, like it's not generally a lucrative business. People are overworked here. Like many people in Japan don't have time for hobbies. Even if they have time, like if someone at the workplace finds out, it's a problem for them.
Oh, no kidding.
It's crazy. There's a lot of people that like when we take a picture at the end of class, that they say I can't.
Oh,
like
wow.
if it's on social media, if someone finds out like at my job, I can't. So the culture here, the classes here are so late. Like our last class of the day is at 8 p.m. But there's other gyms that start at 9:15 p.m.
Wow.
their last class because people are working so hard, you know? And a lot of the young people, they're not interested in doing this. You go to like Australia, America, Korea, all the young people are like in it. In Japan, the average customer is like it's changing a little bit. Like our gym's a little different, but like on average, 40-year-old Japanese men, but probably single as well. But here at this gym, like because I speak English, we have a lot of foreigners.
Yeah.
Philippines, Europe, America, other parts of Asia. We got a lot of young people, college kids. We got dudes in their 50s. And our female to male ratio is like 1 to 4, which I'm very proud of for Japan. There's gyms in Japan with like 200 members and 4 total female members.
Wow.
So yeah, we have like female ratio of 1 to 4, female to male. So that's one thing I'm also very proud of.
Yeah. And how about kids? You have little kids in here too?
Yeah. So our youngest, we have like from age 5 to 13.
5 to 13, you said, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, you have locals, you have foreigners. How do you make them all feel welcome? Because in the class, you're speaking Japanese and English, right? Is that part of,
I don't really do much, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Like I open the gym and I clean afterwards and I teach some techniques. But mostly everybody like helps teach each other and they help make people feel welcome. Like if somebody new comes in and they're like awkwardly waiting on the sidelines, like not knowing what to do, I don't have to tell anybody to go grab them and work with them. Like our members naturally go and maybe not just roll, like if they're too new to roll, but they'll like teach them stuff. They'll take 5 minutes to teach them stuff. So it's really the members that like make the gym atmosphere welcoming and like energetic and fun.
Obviously I was in the class. Everyone was super nice.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if they can speak English or not, but they tried a little bit and
Yeah.
very welcoming. I think it's amazing as a foreigner to be able to be in Japan and like roll. That's like, are you kidding me? Like, how cool is that? So again, thank you for letting us come in here and practice and roll.
My pleasure.
What about culture? Any major differences? Obviously, you train in the U.S., so you have Japanese
Yeah.
BJJ versus American. Is there something there?
Man, I trained in the States at the University of Iowa club for like 9 months. It was a really, really nice 9 months of my life. Like it was awesome. That was a long time ago as well, though. So I feel like the culture in jiu-jitsu in America has also changed since I've been there as well. But there's small things like the way people shake hands in Japan, like they do this, like this.
Oh, like both hands. So
But they don't like grab it. They kind of just like sandwich it like this and like do this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something I was like, what?
And would I have to do that if you're doing that to me?
No,
too?
no. I think it's like because they don't really shake hands in Japan so much.
Okay.
So I don't think people know like what a proper hand. There's like some Westerners who don't know what a proper hand, like guys that don't let go of your hand, you know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
for me, it's like 1, 2 down.
Yeah.
I don't do like the trump, like the pull them in.
Yeah.
So there's that and like the bowing.
Yeah.
And also like osing. Os is a thing. Like people say os as a word here for anything, for like hello, for goodbye, for thank you, for I understand, like os. Like, in the West, you see it on social media, like as kind of a joke, like hashtag OSS and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But here it's actually accepted vernacular.
Hmm.
And then the other thing that the viewers might find interesting is even though it's very small and it's got limited space, like we always start rolls standing. We don't start grounded, which was like when I was training in the States, it was like always grounded.
Yeah.
And we only did takedowns on special days where we just like trained takedowns, like takedown sparring because of the space concerns, like injury risk, right? But here in Japan, we start standing every roll and you see those puzzle mats, like you get guys holding them who are resting and going in between groups who are rolling.
Yeah.
That's another thing they don't really do in the States so much,
Right.
Because of the space. Like, and those are the biggest things I would say.
What about when you first opened?
Yeah.
What challenges did you have? You getting yourself established. Like I'm opening a gym, you find a space. What are some of the challenges?
It's tough. Like one of the things I did was put classes on like every day, which was a mistake. If I had to do it over, I would have started with only like 3 days a week. So you would have people in the classes all the time. when somebody new comes in and it's like two people in here, it's kind of awkward. They kind of feel like, what's going on? But when there's like, because especially in Japan, people don't really like to be the center of attention or stand out, you know. But if there's only two of you, then you feel like you're on stage in a spotlight, you know.
Yeah.
But when there's like 10 people and it's busy, you feel like you're not really being looked at by the instructor, and it's easier for maybe a Japanese person to join. So not having people in the beginning was a struggle, like regular members, right? And I guess what I did was I just kept on grinding and like not stopping. And eventually we got like one regular member and then two. And now we have like 10. Like we obviously have more members, but I would say we have about 10 like regular, hardcore, like super reliable, consistent members. And once you get that, like a core of about 10 people, then you could have 100 people like in the gym total
Yeah.
that are kind of like built around that core of 10 super loyal, super consistent like customers, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So, what about obviously you said earlier, since you started, you had Gymdesk. How did you find Gymdesk, and what's that whole experience like?
I'm kind of a lazy person, like, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I was looking up CRMs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I forgot what I typed, maybe like CRM, maybe BJJ gym management software or something. And the first one that came up was at the time martial arts on rails.
Mm.
And the thing was, it's like specifically for BJJ. Or it was some sort of tagline like that. And the others, like Mind Body, like Zen Planner, I'm getting like Pilates vibes and yoga vibes, right? I'm like, so I just went to the BJJ branded one,
Right.
the one that was like kind of specific for BJJ, and I tried it out. I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't like try out 5 of them. I just tried it out and started working on it, and I was like, well, I like it. Do I really want to spend the time and like look at all the 10 other ones on the list and like try them out, you know? And I said no, and I just went with Gymdesk, and it turned out to be very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of functions and things about it that are good, but it's like very easy for our customers to use and also for me to use. At this gym, it's a reservation based gym. So like every class you have to book in advance, and that's great because we can see who's coming on the day and kind of prepare based on who's coming. And it also gives the attendance for stripes and belts. Like that's one of the things I consider when promoting people. So
Right.
yeah, it's a great system for us.
Awesome. Have you used any of the like marketing automations in the software?
Yeah, we use like the mass email thing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mass email our customers a lot. There's like the lead capture form on the website.
Yeah.
That's good. It's easy for people to like access. Japan is notorious for having like bad websites.
Yeah.
Like terrible, really, really bad. So the website we have, like we were praised when we opened up the gym. I didn't do any work. It's so easy.
Yeah.
You just like plug and chug, you upload some images, right?
Yeah.
And like change the colors to whatever you want. It's so easy. It's like Microsoft Word. You know?
Yeah.
It's not like you're in there in the matrix coding or anything, you know? But we were praised like by other people in the fitness industry. Our friends are like, wow, how'd you do it? Like, it's amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything that stands out as like, oh, I use this feature all the time in the product that, I mean, mass emailing is one. You use the booking. Anything else that you rely on? That's like,
it's super easy to do payments.
mm-hmm.
Like it's all, we don't have to really deal with cash and stuff because even if they want to buy water, we just like do it on the phone, like charge their card, you know?
Yeah.
That makes it so easy. Having people like in America, I feel like this is super standard, right? Like everyone has their card. But in Japan, a lot of gyms, even now, they go by bank transfer.
Right.
And like paper forms. So you got to bring on your first day to the gym, like 2 months of pay for tuition and like pay that in advance. And it's very annoying. But here with a credit card, it's so much easier, like on the payment side.
So are you using the e-commerce piece to be able to sell like waters and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you use Gymdesk for that now.
Like waters, rental gis, like DVDs, technique DVDs, private lessons, like any sort of business transaction that we have, it goes through Gymdesk.
Nice.
So we can see, like, it's very easy to look at our revenue and get like the financial data and those kind of insights for the business,
Yeah.
all through Gymdesk.
Yeah. Awesome. Someone else is trying to follow in your footsteps and they want to open up, in Japan or going abroad. Any advice maybe for your old self?
It's tough because I don't know if charisma is the right word, but like they have some sort of air about them that attracts other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need. And I think most people either have it or they don't. It's like natural, but I think you might also be able to build that up. But yeah, it's not like about being a shrewd businessman or like being up to date on all the tax laws and stuff. It's about being like a person that people want to come see and learn from and hang out with and train with, right? That's the biggest thing. So if you have that, all you have to do is like get a room and put some mats down and get like get somebody to come in, right? And then they're going to tell their friends to come in and then it'll spitball from there or snowball from there, excuse me. So you need to be good at what you're trying to sell, like jiu-jitsu or whatever it is that you're doing. And all the other stuff doesn't matter. Like the product has to be good. And then all the other stuff, it will come. So there's other ways to go about the business, right? If you're not a good teacher, but you still want to own a gym, you can own a gym and employ a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Or you could employ an accountant if you're not good at that thing. So you should look at yourself and see what you're good at. And what you're not good at, you should outsource to somebody who's like good at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I open the gym, I do it all by myself. So I have to be the guy that does all the like the financial stuff and the marketing stuff and the teaching. I have to do everything. But I think like I'm a decent teacher and jiu-jitsu fighter. And that has been the biggest kind of like reason why the gym has gone as well as it has.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like flowing in cash, like not super rich or anything, but I'm comfortable with this gym and I'm very happy. And I never intended to like become super rich doing this.
Yeah.
I did it because it was my dream and I just wanted to, right? Like I felt like if I could live off of this and go on vacation once a year, I'd be happy. And that's what I have now. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What else you need, right?
yeah.
That's great. Well, we appreciate you, spending time with us today. I don't know if there's anything else you want to share that I haven't asked you, but
No, that's about it. Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, if you're ever in town, like come visit us. We have a lot of people come, like especially with the Asian Open that I mentioned earlier off camera. We're talking about the IBJJF Asian Open. Getting lots of visitors this time of year from abroad. We love to roll, share some stories. So if you're ever in the area, Tokyo, please stop by.
awesome. And if you don't have a gi, you can rent one here, right?
Yeah, we have rental gis, shower, like all the facilities, anything you need.
Yeah. So if you're in Tokyo, no excuse. Get yourself over here and jump on the mats. I don't know if you can tell me your opinion. I just thought that maybe os came from shortening onegaishimasu.
Yeah.
Do you think it's that?
No, it's a different word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a different like Chinese character.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
like an actual word.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought maybe through the judo roots it had like morphed,
Yeah. Some people might say onegaishimasu like fast,
Yeah.
and it might sound like os as well.
Yeah.
So I could totally see that, but the actual os thing, like it's a different word.
Okay. Is it an actual Japanese word?
It's a Japanese word. Yes,
Ah.
it has its own Chinese characters.
Okay. So, this is as old as anything, right? It's not like a
As
new
old
word.
as like other words, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know where it comes from, like what it even means. But the kanji, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, there's kanji for it.
Fair enough. All right. Well, there we have it. Thanks again, man. Appreciate you.